Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are getting ready to go to one of my gigs in Sault Ste. Marie. That's right, you heard it. Sault Ste. Marie, which is a ways away from where we are. This is me saying goodbye to my cat. We are starting off this journey by heading out onto the highway. We got some gas, we got some snacks, and we were ready to rock and roll. We saw a moose during this journey, and I'm not entirely convinced it was real. I think it may have been a statue that someone actually made so that tourists would think it was a moose. It just wasn't moving, and it wasn't the right texture that a moose usually has. So I was really confused about that. But anyway, here we are on the Trans-Canada Highway, doing our thing, going up to the Sault. It was a beautiful drive. It kind of got like foggier as we went though, and we weren't sure if that's from like the Alberta fires that are happening right now, or if it was just, bad weather. Who knows? This is our hotel room. When I tell you this hotel was stacked with all sorts of amenities, this is the restaurant that we went to. It's Casey's. I ordered a margarita, and it ended up being the size of my head, which I wasn't expecting, but I was pleased with it. It really got me to where I was trying to go that night, if you know what I mean. We ordered a spinach dip, which we shared. I had some butternut squash ravioli. He had a goat cheese burger. I had brownies for dessert. He had a whole plate of dessert nachos, which this man finished. What a guy. What a guy. I can't believe he did it. It was incredible to watch, honestly. I told him he should maybe try and enter into some food eating competitions in the future. He rejected the idea. He didn't like the thought of it. He was feeling kind of sick by this point. It was like, yeah, that was so much food. Holy crap. It was crazy. He said that goat cheeseburger was like the best burger he ever had though, so good times. We ended up staying in for the night. We got there at 6 and we were kind of tired of everything, so we ended up watching Pitch Perfect, which is still on that channel. They only played Pitch Perfect and Pitch Perfect 2. This is me the next day. Good morning to ya. There's a bridge to the USA over there, but you can't see it from the daytime. This is my outfit for the day. We went out to get breakfast at the Breakfast Pig. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Their meat was so delicious. I don't know what it was. Maybe they were just extra nice to the pigs or something, but it was so good. Like, I cannot describe to you how nice this meal was. And my partner also said the same thing. He got a pulled pork sandwich with some eggs poached on top. It's called the Notorious PIG, which is hilarious. I got myself a mimosa because the only time it's acceptable to drink in the morning is when you're putting orange juice with the champagne or whatever it is that you put in mimosas. It was delicious. Then we went thrift shopping, and I got this leather vest and then a leather coat as well, which I was very happy about. I also got this windbreaker because we will be going on the Chichiman the next day. After our little shopping haul, we went for a swim, which I didn't record for obvious reasons, and then I threw on my makeup and did my hair and went off to my gig, which is the whole reason why we were up in Sault Ste. Marie. This was a part of my Cross Ontario tour involving craft breweries and cideries, so we ended up here at Northern Superior in Sault Ste. Marie for me to play a 3-hour show. There's my setup right there. I didn't get any videos of myself because I kind of need my phone for like timing and stuff, so unfortunately I didn't get any of that, but you're just gonna have to come to one of my shows anyway. After we realized everything was closed, so then we ended up getting Topper's Pizza, which is my favorite pizza brand. I don't care if you agree, it is the best one. The next day we had to get up pretty early and we were up pretty late, so we just ended up opting for a McDonald's breakfast on our way to catch the ferry at Manitoulin Island so that we could get to Tobermory by the afternoon. It was a pretty stormy looking drive. It was giving Forks from Twilight. It was giving a vampire is gonna jump out at us at any moment. Also known as my favorite kind of weather because the sun is a deadly laser for me and it hurts me every time it's out. It was starting to rain as we got closer and closer to our destination at Manitoulin at the Baymouth, South Baymouth port. It was here when I ran out of full albums to play, so I just put on the entire discography of the White Stripes to really get us in the right mood for this ferry trip. Side note, the view here was gorgeous, and I was fully convinced we would see a moose, but we did not end up seeing one, which I was pretty disappointed about. We arrived at our destination about an hour early, as they recommended to us, so we ended up just sitting in the car, you know, using the washrooms, doing whatever, and then I saw that there was a chip truck right across the street from us, so I got some poutine. I've been craving poutine for about 2-3 weeks maybe. Yeah, and it was delicious. Loved it. Great time. This is the gorgeous lady herself coming into the port. Isn't she so pretty? I love the artwork on it too. It's really gorgeous. I love this ship. It's very cute. Once the passengers coming into South Baymouth left the ferry, we headed on in, and we were the first in our specific line, which I really appreciated. It was very nice, just pulling up, going right in, and no lineups. It was a really kind of a slow day for the ferry, I think, because there were not very many people on it. We were only about maybe half capacity, but probably even less. Once we settled in, we got some drinky poos for the ride, and then we set out to explore the rest of the ship. So we went out and explored twice on this ship, once at the very beginning and once right before we headed into our destination. And the change in temperature was absolutely insane. We walked around the first bit and it was so nice. It was like, you know, a little chilly, but we were prepared for that. We had our jackets. The second time we went out, my face went numb because it was just so dang cold for no reason, and it was so windy. I can't believe how windy it got throughout this whole adventure. After a little under 2 hours, we were told to get back into our cars so that we can leave the ferry as soon as we can. So we just waited in line. Look at this door opening. This is me speeding it up twice, I think. 2 times? Yeah. It was so slow, but it was I just needed to capture it. I knew it was going to be great content. On a scale of 1 to 5, rate how satisfying that door open was. Let me know in the comments. It's giving Star Wars. It's giving The Mandalorian. It's giving when the bridges that move around for boats and stuff turn. That. It's giving that. Anyway, once the doors were down, we decided to skedaddle, and we tried to go to the grottos in the Tobermory area, but we really didn't have the time for it, so we decided not to. But one day I will go there, and it won't be full of people, but today is not the day. It probably wouldn't have been that busy because it was clearly raining a lot, but I don't know. We just didn't have the time. We didn't have the time, so we just kept going until we got home. And guess who was waiting for us at her grandparents' house? That's right, this is our dog. She was so happy to see mostly him, but she was happy to see me too. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be posting renovation content very, very soon. Do not worry, it is still coming. We just haven't been doing much. Anyway, bye-bye.